In this video, we're going to look at diagonals. Diagonals are also time spreads like the calendar. So again, we are going to sell the front expiry series and then buy the back expiry series. However, this time we're going to be using different strike prices instead of the same one. Both strikes are going to be out of the money. So strike A would be the short option and strike B would be long in the back series. So if the stock moves too close to the short strike, an adjustment will be necessary. Similarly, if the stock moves too far away from the short strike, we'll also have to do another adjustment. So it's pretty similar to the calendar. So let's just go inside Thinkorswim and take a look at the trade. So let's go ahead and set up a diagonal. I've selected Costco as the stock we're going to place this trade on. Let's go over to spread and select diagonal. You can see that we have two different expiration series and we have two different strikes that have been set up. So Costco is trading at 964. Let's go a little bit out of the money. We'll sell the 970 and buy the 975. You can see in our position screen right here, we are buying the 975 January 10th and we are selling the 970 January 3rd. So we were selling the front month and we're buying the back month. Let's go ahead and take a look at the risk profile here. You can see that we have a bit of a range here that we can accumulate profits in, and we want the stock to stay fairly neutral. We want it to stay in this structure here. So it's very similar to a calendar. However, we are actually reducing our cost basis over the calendar. Remember that calendars, we use at the money options that are the same strike. So for example, if I switch this to the 970, you can see that our debit has gone up to $4.63. And if I move it slightly further, it has gone down to $2.20. The trade-off for that is now we have a margin requirement in order to place this trade. So if I open the price slices, we'll see that we have a $500 margin requirement, right? Because this is a $5 wide spread, so we have a $500 margin requirement. Now, what this means is that this trade is going to be a little bit more risky than a calendar. There's a bigger potential loss on this trade. So the broker is going to require some margin in order to place it. So if you look at the two graphs, you can see that with the calendar, the loss profile is a bit more symmetrical on both sides. And with the diagonal, there's more delta bias and we can lose more on one side of the trade. So looking at the Greeks, you can see that we are both theta and vega positive, just like the calendar. So we're going to be gaining from time decay and increases in implied volatility. And as I pull the simulation up, you can see that this is the behavior of the trade over time until the date of expiration, which is the short strike of it's the expiration date of the short strike of this trade. So that would be January 4th. So that is the diagonal trade. I will see you in the next video.